Hi, this is Jeff Wong with Expert Village, and today we're going to learn the basics of maintaining your vehicle. For this segment, we're going to look at how to maintain your wiper blades. So, if you have some alcohol wipes handy, or if you have some rubbing alcohol and some paper towels, you can extend the life of your wiper blades by about a season or 1 year. So, if you open up your alcohol pads and you wipe down the blades, it not only cleans, but it also conditions the rubber and keeps them from breaking down. So, by keeping your blades clean, you can make them last longer. So in case the blade of your wiper has started to crack or deteriorate, you have two options. You can change just the rubber part of the blade, or you can change the entire blade assembly. So to remove the blade assembly, there's a little tab on the end of the arm which you push in and push your wiper blade down, and the whole assembly should be able to simply slide off the car. And to replace it with the new one, you would do the same thing but in reverse order. You would slide this hook through the hole and push up until it clicks in place. So to replace the wiper blades themselves, to remove this rubber part, you can squeeze in on the end of one of the tabs and pull the blade out or slide it out. And because of the built-in locking mechanisms, this may be difficult to do sometimes, so cutting the rubber may be necessary. You can buy refills for your vehicle's make at your local automotive shop, and these should only cost a few dollars. Hi, this is Jeff Wong with Expert Village, and today we're going to learn the basics of maintaining your vehicle. So in this video series, we're going to be talking about basic car repair and basic car maintenance that you can do yourself at home. And you might ask, why would you need to do these seemingly easy or minimal tasks to your vehicle? Well, these simple procedures and these simple maintenance steps can save you thousands of dollars in costly repairs down the road and possibly add years to the life of your vehicle. So part of being prepared is having a preparedness kit in your trunk at all times wherever you go. There's some basic tools and basic things that you should have in case your car happens to run into some sort of problem, and maybe you could patch it up just long enough for you to get to a service station to get some help. One of the first items you should have are a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver, and these could be used for tightening body panels or adjusting various components within the engine in case they become misaligned or come loose while you're driving. So the second item that you should have are channel lock pliers or adjustable pliers. These are useful for tightening bolts or nuts that may have come loose, or also for moving around clamps that hold down hoses, or adjusting them or installing new ones, which you may have to do on the side of the road. Now the next item is a pair of heavy-duty work gloves, and this is useful because if you've just stopped on the side of the road, your engine will be hot. So if you need to possibly move any components that are hot, a good pair of gloves will come in handy. Now another thing that you should have in your vehicle is some distilled water, preferably about at least a gallon. If your engine begins to overheat and you lose some fluid, you can pour in distilled water, and even though it may still leak from any damage that may have happened, you could probably still make it to a service station. So it'll get you a little bit down the road. And if you get stranded somewhere and you're thirsty, you'll also have water to drink. Another thing that you should have in your vehicle is a quart of oil and a funnel. And you could use this to add some oil in case you suddenly realize that you've run low and you're somewhere away from your home or a service station. And the last thing is to carry some paper towels with you. And this is useful for cleaning up any messes, or if you need to detect a leak, you can wipe clean the area, and then you'll have a clean surface to observe if any new leaks have formed and trace the leak back to their source. Hi, this is Jeff Wong with Expert Village, and today we're going to learn the basics of maintaining your vehicle. The automatic transmission fluid. So in your engine bay, you want to look for a dipstick handle similar to the one you use for checking your oil, which just may be located somewhere low or behind the engine. It shouldn't be under anything, so look around for it. In this car, it happens to be in the front, towards the bottom. If you pull it out, just like the dipstick, you have the short little dipstick in this vehicle, or it may be a longer one. So in some vehicles, especially older vehicles, the engine actually has to be running when you check this fluid level. So in this newer vehicle, it doesn't appear that we have to have the engine running. You can check your car's manual to double check and see what your car requires. So to check your fluid, pull the dipstick out and wipe it clean again. Put the dipstick all the way back into its hole, pull it out, and check the level of the fluid. You can see on this dipstick that there are hash marks where the fluid level should be, and the fluid level is exactly at full where it should be. On some vehicles, you may have to check the automatic transmission fluid while the engine is running. Be sure to take caution because you'll have belts and possibly fans that are spinning, so watch where you place your hands. But when you are filling the fluid, you want to make sure that the engine is off. So if the fill hole is difficult to reach, you may need a special funnel with a long extension tube to fill the fluid. Now when shopping for fluid, you want to look for automatic transmission fluid, sometimes called ATF. And a lot of these fluids are specific to certain types of vehicles, whether to your make or model. If you're unsure about which kind to get, you can ask your local auto shop assistant, or you can consult your owner's manual for further instructions. It should be noted that when you're filling your automatic transmission fluid, unlike your oil, that the fluid actually goes into the same hole which you pulled the dipstick out of. So you can take the end of your extended funnel and put it into that hole when filling the fluid. And take caution when filling it not to overfill the fluid. So pour a little bit and then check the fluid. Manual transmission cars don't use automatic transmission fluid. Instead, they use gear oil. The process it takes to change gear oil or to check it is relatively involved, so I recommend taking it in to a certified mechanic.